Greetings from the Eccentric Man, and it's Hammerhead Revisited, back to go into shows. We went off to the Newark showground to Hammerhead, and we took our bolt action game, Ding Dong, our participation game, and had great fun. This video is going to cover a little bit about our game. It's going to cover what I bought, some looks at the new Too Fat Lardy games coming out, and a little shout out to a new rules set. The Eccentric Man YouTube channel is kindly sponsored by Lost Ark Games in Stevenage. Check them out online and in store for all your gaming goodies, and come down and join us on a Wednesday evening playing war games. After taking the game to Selwig in 2021, we thought it'd be nice to get along to Hammerhead and play the game there. So that's what we did. We took our Ding Dong bolt action game off to Hammerhead and had two good sessions with different people from the members of the public who came along to join in. The game really is the Fallschirmjägers that you can see here on the left have got to get to the church to stop the bell from ringing, and the British Home Guard and the Scouts have got to fix the bell because it's been sabotaged by the 5th columnists to stop it and prevent it. So it's a game of timing. Here we got a bit closer look of the Fallschirmjägers. So you've got 1, 2, 3 Fallschirmjägers sections, a light mortar, a second lieutenant and his mate, and a medic. The British have got the Wilmington-on-Sea Home Guard. They've got the naval unit, and they've got another Home Guard unit, a medium machine gun, and some scouts. And Captain Square and Bob, his scout bodyguard. So, yeah, it's a fun game. Different cards to play to confuscate your opponent. Here we've got the Verger and the Vicar standing outside. Have to try and push it back together again next time, a little bit better. So, yep, they're at the church, and we've also got Hodges, the warden, speaking to one of the neighbours of the games. A little dustbin there you can see, printed by 3D Sabotaged, who does some really lovely little bits for the battlegrounds. And here we got the Wilmington-on-Sea to the left, and we've got the Fallschirmjägers uses Jones's van as a bit of a cover, and we've got the 5th columnist by the telephone box. A fun game, and on the day, 1-1. So, yeah, nicely balanced within that. We'll be taking the game off to Partisan on May the 22nd, again at the Newark Showground. Our table was set up very close by the little area that was Too Fat Lardy's land, and what we were able to see was some of the new games that are coming through very soon. What we have here is What A Cowboy. It's been worked on by John Savage. You can follow him on Twitter and on Facebook. But it's a lovely setup table, and it looks like a really good fun game. You command 2 cowboys per person, and you can have a number of opponents playing. So one to look out for in the near future. Another game being demonstrated for only I think it's its second time out in the open. The rules, I believe, are coming out in April, and this is Strength and Honour. It's 2mm army size wargaming, and you can see that the armies are laid out on the table there. It's by Mark Backhouse. Again, you can follow him on Twitter, and you can follow, probably there is a Strength and Honour Facebook group. Here we have another Too Fat Lardy's game. This one's a Chain of Command, and this is Nick Skinner's from Too Fat Lardy's. He is doing a supplement for Market Garden, and this is one of his battles that he was running. It's probably one of the scenarios that are going to be in the book when it comes out. A very nice table, as you can see, and it is themed to the Netherlands and a particular place on Hell's Highway. One thing with Nick and his Chain of Command that he runs, his vehicles are 148, and they do give a nice presence to the game board. And finally, to finish off, we have What A Tanker from Too Fat Lardy's. We've played the game and we like it. You have a dashboard and you get to play the tank. You have to aim, you have to load, you have to fire. It's a good little fun game. Played in 15mm or in 28mm, so or 156 scale or 148, up to you. But it's a nice little game. However, with running the game, that's about all I got to do really, was to have a look at the games that were around us and get a little bit of shopping done, which was nice. What we were really pleased with is that we got an award for our participation game, mentioned in dispatches, and it gave us a £25 voucher, which we used to buy some terrain for Lost Ark Games Wargamers. So let's have a look at what I bought. Well, I wandered around and there wasn't vast amounts on my shopping list, but I found this little company called the Assault Group, and if you're in the market for Tudor figures, Henry VIII and his army, a lovely range of figures, very nice, but they've got some decent sized animals. As you know, I am a houndy person, and we've got two whippets and a greyhound, but they were doing lurchers, and we've got some big cattle. So I'll get them out of the blisters, and we can have a little closer look at them. So here we have a couple of the lurchers and the bull, and as you can see, I've used one of the Baron's War 28mm figures, and I think they are really nice to scale. I've got a few more lurchers, and that will certainly work well thrown into the Baron's War. Whoops, there goes one of the dogs. The Baron's War figures for my little skirmish game. But yeah, nice sizes. Let's have a look at the other two cattle. Sorry about the bit of a doing it one-handed. So a pretty good size. If you've picked up the Warlord's farm animal set, you'll know that they're really 172. They're 20mm. They're not the right size for 28mm wargaming. But these are much better sized. And again, that's it. The Assault Group. Next up was a visit to Irongate Scenery, and what you can see here is their fishing boat and a market stall fish. Have you seen some of my videos from the Congo and Infamy? You'll know that I am a big fan of Irongate Scenery, and I've got a number of market stalls and bits and pieces from their range. I'd like to get some more, but I was wandering the stand and I saw a boat, and I thought, oh yes, I'd like a boat. So let's have a little closer look at the boat. Some nice little additions to the kit. You've got the sail, got the oars, you've got the rowlocks. I presume they're rowlocks. And you've got some fish trays which can come in and out, so you don't have to have them in if you don't want them, or you can use them next to the market. So yeah, very nice little boat, waterline, so it'll just sit on the river that I have, and should be nice. £12 for it, pretty good price, I think. And yeah, it's going to look very nice once painted up. So Irongate Scenery, I certainly do recommend you check them out. They've got such a good amount of battlefield scatter from fantasy, medieval, and more modernish. So yeah, give them a good look. It was very nice to catch up with my friend Colin from Charlie Foxtrot Models at the show. I haven't seen him for a little while. Been speaking to him a bit on Zoom over the lockdown. But nice to get up close and say hello. So he's got such a nice range. Check him out for Charlie Foxtrot Models online. If you have a look back in my videos, you'll see that I've done the Mediterranean village using his Pantile buildings, a lovely range. These, though, are a line of stock that he carries from Debris of War. And the first up is the churchyard, the graveyards and little memorials. Very nice. I'm going to be doing a medieval churchyard very soon to go with the Baron's War. I'll just give you a little look of what's on the shelf here. Those are the figures that I painted from the first Kickstarter, and we've got the townsfolk from Kickstarter 2 and 3. We've got the Bishop of York on his horse. You can see my jumble of different things that I'm working on at the moment. Some ladies for World War II, a few more British. And yeah, painted this one up from the Barons' War. The tax collector's cart. So yeah, really nice. So I've got the STL files from the 3D Village Paint Barons' War Kickstarter, and there's a nice little chapel. So that'll be a build at some stage using these graveyard bits and pieces, but really nice. And then I wanted something big as an objective for my chain of command and bolt action. So what we've got is a big lump of resin, which is the barrels with a tarpaulin-y type thing over the top. So that'll make a rather smart centerpiece, I think, for an objective. So yeah, check out Charlie Foxtrot. Lots of different bits from Debris of War. If you want to do battlefield scatter, two companies I really do recommend is Sabotaged 3D printing and Charlie Foxtrot, their Debris of War stuff. Really nice. Brings your battlefield to life, really, and that's what I'm going to be trying to do over the next year, is build up a little bit more terrain and scatter. That's the theory anyway. The last bit of Debris of War, and it's some barrels. I thought, nice little pack of barrels, resin, and should paint up quite nice. And they stand that way up, so you've got your detail on both sides. So there they go. So we got our £25 voucher. So what did we do? What did we spend it on? Well, we went back to Charlie Foxtrot Models and we got the Red Lion pub. Tom was very kind and put it within our budget of £25 with a little bit extra loose change. But it's a nice MDF model. I'll put a picture of the completed model from the Charlie Foxtrot trade stand. Not actually the one that I've built yet, because as you can see, I've got to put it together yet. But I'll put a picture of it. It is a really nice kit. Hopefully, I'll be able to manage to build it and paint it to look something like this. And it will fit in very nicely with my ham and jam buildings for Wilmington-on-Sea. So, yep, I think this is going to be next up on my hobby project line. See if we can get it painted up and built and finished. Thought I'd give a little heads up to a little project that is coming to the tabletop fairly soon. It's called O200 Hours, and if you've ever wanted to play those little special forces games, perhaps your commandos attacking a little installation on the coast, or your SAS attacking in the desert, well, this could be the game for you. It's night fighting action, and it's figures of around 5 to 10 for the game, and you'll be taking the SAS, or you'll be taking the guards, or you can swap it around for the German Fallschirmjägers landing, whatever you wish to do. They've got a Facebook page, and I'll put a link below to it. The game is going live, a set of rules. On the Facebook page you can find the sort of current playtest versions of them. I think you're looking for a 4th edition of the playtestings. And they are working in conjunction with Wargames Atlantic to release a range of figures. And you can see some of the pictures here, which are going to be some of the figures that they're going to be launching. The initial release is the SAS and the Guards, but there's another 2 expansion boxes to go with it. So I think it could be a good little fun game to play. I've got an idea for it, which is my lighthouse scenario. I only need a few figures, so this could well be a good little starter for it. Check them out on their Facebook page, O2 Hundred Hours, worth a look. Well, hope you enjoyed the little look at Hammerhead and my little purchases, and keep you updated with the Red Lion build. And if you did like the video, give it a little thumbs up. All helps. Subscribe if you want to see more of my channel, and hit the notification button to get those notifications about what's up and when. Anyway, take care till the next time.